Alrighty, hello Twitch and our YouTube people. Sorry I'm a little late starting today to get through some stuff, but I'm excited to work. Love the work. Today I'm going to be working on the HalfStack website. You can see it on production on halfstack.com. It is a good website. I'm not the creator of it, but I use it sometimes. And you know what? I wanted to rewrite it in Next.js because sometimes I have to update the HalfStack site and it is written in a PHP stack now. And you know what? Modern Next.js stuff is fun. So just looking through. I had an echo there. The original site is mostly used to advertise the HalfStack events. We have, for example, HalfStack London, which is happening tomorrow. Book your flights if you haven't yet. They have a list of speakers, each of which is a drop-down toggle, little summary details, shindig. And then they have a list of sponsors at the bottom. There's also a Google Maps embed. Up top, we have some little decorative stuff talking about date, time, things like that. All right. Now, moving on to the Next.js version, it looks about the same. I didn't port over all the fancy little decorations. I can start working on that today. I trimmed it down just a little bit. I actually started implementing kind of a design system last time to standardize font sizes. If we look at the code, that's my email. Ignore that. A lot of conference submissions. Where's my code? There it is. Here we go. CSS. So we've got all these fun little variables here, like font size extra small. Then I actually have a text component that takes in a font size, which is one of these ones: banner, extra small, small, medium, large, extra large, and so on. All right. So my goal today is to finish bringing the new Vercel hosted Next.js version of the site up to parity with HalfStackConf.com. So I'm just going to quickly post these in the chat. HalfStackConf.com is the original. And then on my GitHub, github.com, Joshua Goldberg, HalfStackConf next is the URL for the repo. GitHub.com. I should type these out ahead of time, but I am too in a hurry in my life. Dash next. Boop. There you go. All right. Now the biggest feature gap that I've got right now is the list of events, actually. There are a lot of events that I just don't have yet. Phoenix doesn't have a background image here. Oh, look, that's a pretty image. And the theming looks off. Notice how on the old site, the header has a different color for different events. I think I'm going to skip standardizing the header color because it's not really necessary. But I do want to get a Phoenix background image here. Now in the new sites, where are the pages? It's source pages event for each event, which takes in a background image that is provided from this event prop to the component. And that event prop is passed and get static props, which is a merge of the current events data and the default event data, which come from JSON files. So if we go to phoenix.json, there's a default one, which all Phoenix events have the name Phoenix. Brian Hawkins, good afternoon. How's it going? Good to see you back. Thank you for coming. So the current Phoenix event has this information. And then the default Phoenix event has just name. So we merge on name, glad to hear it, name onto the default JSON data, then get event data just loads JSON.parse of a file. So between the default data and the event data in Phoenix/current.json, we have all the information needed to load our Phoenix event locally. So if we were to go to this, let's say I just want to change it to loltember, just something to test, then refresh the page, voila, we get updated data. Thanks. I appreciate you saying that. They're on their way to doing well. Life is hard. I personally use coding and work as an excuse, as an escape from the drama of day-to-day life. So I'm just happy to be coding. Yay, code. All right. Phoenix needs a background image. Now, London already has a background image. So I'm just going to quickly peek at london.json or london current.json. I see it doesn't have a background image declared. So let's go to London default. Also doesn't have a background image. Where did I get this background image from? Where does that come from? Background slash, it's automatically added from background slash London. Okay. So if I were to go back to Phoenix, I bet you there's a, yep, it's asking for background slash phoenix.png, which does not exist. Okie dokie. So if I were to go to the old site, I bet you I could find a background image on the content. Come on, HTML, where is it? There it is. Here's the old asset. Now I'm gonna save this as Phoenix. And then where is London? Public backgrounds. There it is. Now I need to actually convert this from JPEG to PNG, but there are a bajillion websites that do that. Whoa. Come on, convert. Download. Nice. Thank you, cloudconvert.com. I Googled and I got it. Let's try Phoenix again. Beautiful, look at that. What a pretty image. Alrighty. Now that I've gotten Phoenix, I'm gonna look for which other events are missing. We've got London, Phoenix, Tel Aviv, Charlotte, New York, Vienna, Nuki. Another London one. Ooh, so I haven't even added pages for half these events. Okay. So there needs to be a New York background. Images slash New York. Nope. Where was the old sites? New York. Oh, it's some Unsplash image. Okay. Is it a PNG? Nope, JPEG. Just going through. I like how Cloud Convert knows that I've previously converted things. Download New York. Very good. Next up, we've got. Ooh, yeah, the original site styles are a little less mobile responsive than what I'm doing here now. Got Tel Aviv, Charlotte, there's New York, Vienna, and another London one. Okay, so Tel Aviv, let's look at the page here. Tel Aviv.jpg. Gonna have to convert that. Tel Aviv, ya habibi Tel Aviv. Shout out if anyone has been to Tel Aviv. That song was very popular there several years ago. The first time I visited. Good times. All right. So we got ourselves a Tel Aviv image. That's another London one. Looks the same. Yep, same London. Vienna. I've never been to Vienna. Always wanted to. There are a lot of cities I've always wanted to go. Oops. Did not mean to navigate to the styles. I don't even know what shortcut I hit right there. There we go. Vienna to PNG. Come on. Come on. Waiting. Let's try again. Vienna to PNG. Convert. There we go. That was weird. It's Vienna already. And let's do Charlotte. This is the exciting part of coding. Manual data entry. There we go. Close. Converts. Again with the waiting. There we go. All right, now for the events that actually exist, they should have background images. There we go. Very nice. Okay. So I'm gonna commit this. Filled in some background images. Okay. PM def. These are chunky images, so git commit is taking a little while to upload them. How unfortunate. All right. So I've got feature parity on the old site versus the new site for just the one event, London, which is good. London 2022. It's not quite the same information, but oops, that's the wrong London. There we go. But it's about the same. It's close enough. There is one little thing here. I'm seeing this little area here has these little, I don't know if you can see it in Twitch or YouTube, the background. There's a background image there on this event. London, assets, images, pattern. Which I'm going to look at. So it's this like fun little pattern. Save. I'm going to put that where do I want to add that? I'm going to make a new folder for this under public, because it's something that's reused across, I think, a bunch of different things so far. Let's see. So the component in the new site that has this is, what is it called? It is split promo is the name of the component I'm seeing in the React DevTools. I'll zoom in a little bit. There we go. Split promo. Here we go. Which has two columns. One column is hidden. It's got the image, and the other has inside of it the two pieces of text. All right. So if we were to make this bigger, aha, now the image is shown. So I want this blue area to have the new background. So I'm going to call this split promo pattern. If we go to the split promo component, I'm going to go to its styles, change the background color to var color primary, and then background image URL. Ooh, do I have another background image to go off of? Was it asset pattern slash split promo pattern PNG? Is that it? Slash public slash patterns, maybe? Let's see what that ends up being. Split promo. Oh, it actually loads. That's cool. So the pattern does actually exist. The image does get loaded. Let's give it some, let's play around. Background, position, center, background, size, contain, cover. Nice. So not only does it have the image, it centers the image nicely and covers the background with it. So you can, again, I don't know if you can see it, but there are these nice little decorations there. That makes me happy. Cool. So that's the split promo. Yay. That looks good. A little fancier. And moving down on the original site, let's see what else we're missing. I'm just going to start from the top. So there's actually this pattern here also. Looks like the original site has kind of an odd instance of the pattern. Looks like it's repeating this one here. So we go to white background. That's a whole other thing to load. So I'm going to call that just patterns. I'm going to call it like white decorative. That seems like a good name as any. And on the new site, the component is, what is this called? It's another body area. Okay, just body area with labeled icons. Okay, so it's actually not its own component. It's inside the event. It's the whole event page has a whole bunch of things, and I'm gonna say that it's a good time to split this out into its own component because I like keeping components simple and I don't want to keep adding complexity to giant page components. So I'm going to use the refactor extract to function module scope. I'm going to call this event location date after party, event time, or event details, heck, whatever, or event summary. I'm gonna turn these. Can I change this to a props object? Is there a refactor for that? Convert parameters to destructured object. Yes. Can I turn this into extract? Oh, I love these automated refactors. Event summary props. Right. I'm also going to sort these because I'm a maniac. Sort them alphabetically. Okay. And I'm just going to go ahead and move to new file. Event summary from event summary. Look at this, amazing. Cool, that did a lot of work for me, so that's nice. But now there's a problem of I need to move this into its own component, and it can't be under pages, so I'm just gonna turn this into, ooh, that's a new error. OS error 2. It did not like me moving that component, tell you what. I'm gonna move this into a component of the component stir. Event summary. Oh. Gonna have to convert that to an actual component, not a function call. That multi-cursor, I love this. There you go. And event summary has its own index.module.css, which needs the same styles from the previous locations stuff. And it's using specifically the style.eventinfo, which just has a little bit of padding. Okay. That's the only class name it needs. I'm also going to give it background. image URL slash, oh, what was it? It was under public patterns, white decorative. Right, background size, cover, background, position, center, center. So now if we look at it, yay, look at this. I have a pattern here. Very nice. And it repeats well. It doesn't like, I don't know, repeat vertically 3 times. Although I'm looking at these icons and I feel like these should really be mobile responsive. When it gets below a certain viewport, it's just weird having them next to each other. There's no padding, meh. So I've got my labeled icons. Let's change their styles to be mobile responsive. So instead of flex direction column by default, oh wait, label, it's dot labeled icons is the style. Okay, dot labeled icons, flex or display flex direction is by default column. And then when we have a media, what are my breakpoints here? Let's say 700 px. Let's give labeled icons a flex direction of row. So we're saying that on mobile viewports, one's smaller than 700 px. It's column layout. And then once we hit that 700 px width, it becomes a row. Let's give it a gap of 2 rem. Thank you. Nice. All right. 2 rem is not enough gap, if you ask me. Let's give it 4. Ooh, yeah, that's good. Beautiful. You know what? We can give it a smaller gap on the mobile viewports here. Let's give it a gap of 2 rem again. Yeah. Now it feels like, I don't know. Maybe it doesn't even need flex direction. Display block on wider widths. Oh, that's, yeah. Maybe I'll just switch it so that only at the max width of 700 px is it given this like display flex situation. Okay, that looks good. Yeah, I like it. Cool. Okay, moving on. Later in the original page, this what to expect area also has a background. But I'm seeing that it's basically, I think, the same background as before. Let's take a look. White background too, aha. So it is a different white background. Guess I can take that also. Where is white decorative? White decorative 2. Decorative 2. And what is this area? This is called what to expect. I think I remember. Expectation? Yes. What to expect is what this is called. It's got its own styles, so. Huh, piano background. That's weird. So it's got its own background already? That seems wrong. What? This doesn't have its own background. Really? Background, position, center, center? Where is this back? I can't even see it. Weird. Well, what if I change the background to, first of all, position, center, center, and then background image URL patterns / white background .png. Oh, missed a semicolon. Yeah, we can't see the background image at all on this fella. Why is that? Does this thing have a background white? Very weird. If we do background dash color blue. Okay, so we do see the background. Just we can't see the image. I'm so spooked by this. What is happening? Is there some like Z-index shenanigan? No. Huh. I'm truly stumped. I don't know why we don't see the background image. This is such a basic thing that worked in all the other things. I'm gonna say that background image is probably not particularly important, so I'm just gonna remove it. I don't know why it's called Vienna background, but in my opinion, we don't need to see it. We got some fancy backgrounds earlier on the page, and by now I think it's fine with that. This is fine. Laziness wins. And on the original page, yeah, I don't, on halfstackconf.com, there's only one more big old background, and it is on the big white area that has both the speakers and the sponsors. We've got this nice, I assume that's the London Ferris wheel. Here we go. London-I. Now I'm gonna put this in the patterns folder, but I know that in later pages I'm gonna have to make this a little more dynamic. So I'm gonna call this London.png. Like the Vienna one is, I think, gonna have its own. So speakers.tsx, where does this component is this speakers thing? Sessions list and sponsor stacks list. All right, so sponsors stacks list has its own styles. Background image URL patterns london.png to do make dynamic on event name. And background size cover, background position, center. Okay. So now, yep, we see this nice little London eye over here. Very good. Very good. All right, so this feels good. I'm gonna commit now. Added patterns for London. Good stuff. Next up, let's go to the next event. Yeah, the original site has this weird bug with the header where it's just always huge. Showing its age. Next up, Phoenix. And yep, here we go. Phoenix has a different pattern and a different color scheme, different color primary. Phoenix is with this like darker blue, no longer this exact same. Hello, Hanulak. Welcome, thanks for joining. I'm recreating the HalfStack conference website from its old PHP to a brand new shiny Next.js hosted on Vercel codebase, which I'm very excited about. Sometimes I have to update the HalfStack site because I help them out, and PHP is a little annoying to work with. Perfect, yes. Yeah, you got any? I always keep forgetting to mention, if any of y'all have questions or comments, let me know. Things that want to talk about. Next.js, JavaScript, TypeScript developments, the impending meltdown of Twitter, which has been cracking me up lately. All right. So I want to make this color dynamic, this stuff. That the primary color should change based off of the events. Because each event has a different color theme. And it'd be really nice to be able to make the colors adhere to that theme. So let's start from the beginning of the file, or the page. The first one is these, which is the labeled icons components. Oh, these don't even have styles. Whoops, by default. Okay. Yeah, so right now they use var color primary for their text color. And what is oh, do these images, oh, I'm really hopeful these images aren't hard coded to a color, so I don't have to like do some fancy schmancy thing to convert them. And yep, they're hard coded to a color. Can I transform the color? How do you CSS change color hue? Hue rotate? Wah, wah, wah. Oh yeah, filter, that's the thing I'm looking for. All right. All right, look at this and I do filter hue rotate, great. So I can use CSS to change these images later if I need, but okay. I'll put that as a to-do. To-do on the images. Some amount of degrees. But no, so for the text, which is color of our primary, just making sure if I change it to pink, and then comment out. Okay. So what I want to do is I want to make it so that the color primary CSS variable is actually changed based off of the event theme. If I go to pages/event, what to do? I guess I can make I've seen this before, right? You're trying to install Debian. Oh boy, I haven't installed Ubuntu in like years. Good luck with any Linux distro. Have fun. So what I've seen before is people will make like a color mode component, and we'll give it like a mode equals and then event. Let's say where event is a string, and this component of theirs, color mode index.tsx, it'll have its own file. And it'll render a single div with a particular class name, styles of mode, where mode is going to be some known event name or dark mode, light mode, something like that. Pardon me as I type. I'll zoom in once, make it a little easier to see. All right. And we do import styles from index module. That's just how I've set up my styles. Almost ready to actually code. Okay, so now in mode, let's say, I don't know, London, we can have a color primary blue, let's say. And then in, what was the event name that I was doing? Phoenix. We can do -- color primary red. So now if we go to the page, here we go. Yes, I have overridden. Ooh, you have two great questions. What are we doing and what is a contribution which I am most proud of? I'll answer in order. Right now, I am recreating the HalfStack conference website in Next.js, which is a React framework. I'm using not too many technologies on top of Next.js. I'm just using plain old CSS with variables, the CSS feature that's still kind of new to me, but I guess not to the rest of the world. The goal here is that I want to be able to more easily modify the HalfStack Conf websites as time goes on, because I help them out sometimes, and I really like React and Next.js. Oh yeah, you're a front-end dev. So yeah, you've done CSS. So yeah, I'm just going through filling in. I got like an MVP working that looks mostly the same for just one event, London, but I'm making it more templatized so that you just define an event in like London/current.json, and then the page is generated for that event. It's all open source. A contribution that I'm most proud of is probably TypeScript expect or TS expect error. I wrote this, and it's a good thing, I think. It's like TS ignore, which tells TypeScript to ignore a type error, but it will let you know if it's unused, like if you stop needing it. This was implemented by me in a pull request to TypeScript. Yeah, I'm proud of that. I don't know. I think it's a useful thing. I was really pleased to see it go in. Yeah, I'm gonna post it in the chat. My external monitor broke, so I don't have a separate screen. Where's the chat on these? Dang it! How do you enjoy that infinite recursion soon? Oh boy. Stream manager. There it is. I'm just trying to paste into the chat. Yeah. There we go. Ooh, that's a great goal, contributing to the Vue repo. Good luck with that. I hope it works out well. Let me know if there's anything I can help with. Open source is awesome. I mean, you can see some of the most wacky shenanigans getting done in the open, and also some really important technologies like Vue, React, Next, and so on. Like you can see the code changes go in. You can even contribute yourself. It's a beautiful thing. Cool. So, I'm gonna just look at my. So the way I'd done this before is I had made separate CSS variables for each of the cities. But I think what I want to actually do is, that I also want to copy or comment out Charlotte. What I actually want to do is make these different color modes so that I don't have to hard code what their color backdrop is. I can just say color primary, and then every component that uses, say, color primary will know what that is. So for each of these, I'm going to do some fancy, multi-select here. Oop, and you know what? I'm going to have to take an ad break because I am getting a call. So, pardon me. Hello, this is Josh. And I'm actually back. Okay, sorry about that. Life is hard. Cool. All right, let's get back to it. So, I want to set up color modes because I don't want to have to hard code different variables for each city, London, UK, New York, all these. What I want to instead do is have a color primary, let's say, for each of these. Though I think these ones are actually, this is color, these aren't color primaries, these are color, I don't know, backdrop or something. And then the actual color primaries are from here. So let's color primary. Charlotte is there, London is there, and so on and so forth. Ooh, what? We were missing one for online. I'll just give it the same gray as New York. Teehee. Guesswork. All right. So now my Phoenix. Yep, look at this. Oop, I guess it wasn't color backdrop. It was color backdrop subtle. No. I'm just looking at here. Let's call it color faint. Yeah. Cool. I'm seeing this color, not sure it's the right one. What is it? It's color backdrop. I feel like this should be color primary. Yeah, so this is secondary banner. So instead of color backdrop, it's color primary. Cool. Alrighty. And the page doesn't have info filled out, so I'm not too worried about it. Cool. All right. Now, normally the text component renders text that's just black, I think. But you know what? I want to have it render by default color bar color primary. Oop, nope. That's not good. Yeah, I'll just have it be black and white. Okay, yeah, that's fine. Cool, so let's look at London. London looks good. And now I gotta do something with these images. So what I can do is, in color mode, I can do like base primary to primary. And then I can take in that filter and have it be like you rotate whatever 90 degrees. I'm gonna guess and say 30. So if we go to Phoenix, where's Phoenix here? Boop. And in the labeled icon, where was the image, the icon? Give it a filter, just the hue rotate bar dash f base to primary. Now my images should have a CSS style that changes their, change their color. Ah, look at that, beautiful. But the problem then is that's not the right color, so let's do 10, 15, 10 degrees. Looks close enough to me. CSS filter darken, is darken a filter? brightness 50%. Does that work? Can you not have two? CSS multiple filters? Oh, it's no comma, it's just a space. Okay. Ooh. 90, ooh, I can't change the brightness without also changing the whiteness. Okay. CSS contrast filter. Ooh, contrast. I love messing around with CSS filters. This is fun. 110%, really up it up. Ooh, look at this. 15. Yeah, now we're talking. Look. We're cooking with gas here. This would be very tedious to have to do in all of the images, though. So I'm not positive I want to keep doing this. Yeah, I'm not gonna keep doing this. I'm gonna say to switch this to SVGs. So with SVGs, scalable vector graphics, you can actually have them take on the current color from CSS. So although I could do this with filtering, that's a real pain in the butt. Ain't nobody got time for that. So I'm just gonna leave it as a to-do. The website still works even though these are blue instead of red or whatnot. All right. So let's look at the other events that actually exist. Was it Tel Aviv that exists? No. Charlotte? New York? New York. There we go. So New York is gray. Very nice New York. B19s. Yes, love current color with SVGs. The right way to do what I wanted to do. Absolutely. And in fact, I bet you all these backgrounds could be SVGs because I would really like to switch this from a light blue to whatever color the current event is supposed to be. And I actually have a small list of to-dos. Switch background patterns and icons to SVGs so we can use current color. Eventually I'll switch these over to GitHub issues, file them out. All right. Start templatizing page colors. Boop. Good stuff. Okay. Next up is going to be a little bit, I think, of data entry. Because for this Phoenix event, I don't have any cards or sponsors to look at, which is quite unfortunate. So let's look at... Ooh. Okay. We don't even have sponsors announced in the future. So in the pages events index, if we don't have sponsors and we don't have speakers, I'm guessing then we shouldn't show the sessions list. If no sessions.length, return null. Okay. And I'm going to change the design a little bit because I don't want to have to do the fancy data fetching, whatever complexity of figuring out last year's sponsors. So if someone from HalfStack actually complains, I can fix this. But for now, I'll just say if there are no completes dots. What is completes? Dot length and large dot length and medium dot length and small dot length. So if we don't have any sponsors at all, we don't even need this section at all. Return null. See how that looks. But I still want to have the little advertising text, so I'm going to instead say, how about in the sponsor stack components, I'm going to copy this out, and then the sponsor stack component, I say, if no sponsors.length, return null. Great. So now, but now we have two like identical ads here. So I'm going to go back on the design again and say if we don't have any sponsors, I'm going to put the same blurb. So I'm going to refactor this. What? There's no way to refactor this. Come on. Const blurb equals this. Because I need to wrap it in a fragment. There we go. And if we don't have any sponsors at all to show, and we show a heading that says something like sponsoring HalfStack. Great. And that's all I need to do there. Okay. So now we've got the no data available shindig working. And actually there's one more thing to look at. Find us. If there is no geolocation, then we don't even need a find us thing. What is geolocation? What is the geolocation on this page? It is... Oh, it does exist. Okay. So I guess I'll just fix it. Alright, so yeah, for the data entry part, this is going to be a little boring. Saws. Oh, no, we don't need data entry because Phoenix of this coming year doesn't have any actual data. So yeah, I'm just going to commit that. Empty case for sponsors and sessions. All right, so let's add a new event. Tel Aviv. DVD. Tel Aviv. There's no Tel Aviv.json, so I'm going to copy from Phoenix. Someone's JSON. London. I'll copy from London. So the way the events all work is there's a current JSON and a default JSON. Actually, no, I'll copy from Phoenix because it just has those two. Tel Aviv. Let's look at them. So the default JSON is the data for all Tel Aviv events. And then the current event is for whatever the year is. And I'm just going to put a to-do in front of all the strings. To. And now, if we go locally to Tel Aviv, we have a Tel Aviv event. Very nice. To-do. Okay. Great. So the after party is to. Let's look at what it's supposed to be. After party parentheses includes JS pub quiz. The date is TBD. I'm going to say 2023, given that it's already November and it hasn't been announced. And then the location is TBD. You know what? I will make geolocation optional, as promised in the last thing. So geolocation is optional. You know what? Yeah, geolocation is optional. We only render this if it exists. So now if I go down, yep, there is no find us map. Alright. Is this the right color? Looks like it. Okay. And it's... Ooh, we don't need the same marketing text. Mostly from the Phoenix area. No, this is Tel Aviv. And I'm just going to copy and paste over. Yay, data entry. Whoop. Alrighty. And oh, there is geolocation actually available. What is that geolocation? Does this explain where it is? The styles anywhere? Might have to view source. Alright. So I'm trying to remember where the old HalfStack site stores the Google location. But there's like a maps thing, and there's probably a script for the map somewhere. I'm gonna look for JS. That's it, JS script. Oh boy. Maybe at the bottom of this map. No, geo. Tel Aviv assets JS Google map.js. Here we go. The latitude and longitude stored in plain text. There we go. Wasn't this fun? Alright. Now if we refresh the page, voila, we get that nice little map. Beautiful. By the way, great area. Would recommend visiting. Alright, so we scaffolded Tel Aviv. Yay. By the way, in the chat, let me know if you've been to any particular conferences you liked or disliked. I'm always looking for new ones. BRB texting. Yeah, I'm actually gonna leave in about 10-15 minutes, so I'm just gonna do a little bit more today. Feeling a little tired, got a lot of other stuff going on. So let us continue. The next event to do is, come on, HalfStack website. We got Phoenix, Tel Aviv, Charlotte. Charlotte exists. No, it does not. So let's add a Charlotte. First things first, occurrence and default need to exist. There we go. Default, let's call it Charlotte. Yep, and then we have the green color. Oh yeah, that blue is really sticking out there. Yeah, I should. That's going to be a blocker for release. Oh, my pleasure. Thanks for watching, Ryan. Yeah, I'm going to say this one's also 2023. Location, Charlotte, North Carolina. I don't know why Tel Aviv wasn't listed as location. Tel Aviv. Part includes JS pub quiz. Roughly the same description. And ooh, my eyes. Alright. Geolocation's gonna be a whole thing. So let's go back to that JS. It was the Google Map JS. Here we go, lat long. 35 and -80. Do we have any cartographers in the room? I also like the blue. I think it's pretty. Props to the previous designers of this website. Right. The green's nice too. Could be a little darker if you ask me. But what do I know? Alright, so that's Charlotte. Alright. Here's another one. This image was one that I wanted to templatize. That's right, I remember now. Pattern/London.jpg.png. Ooh, this isn't new, but source equals /outline/London. That should be not outlines London. That should be events.png. Okay. And then, anyway, I was looking for London PNG and styles. Here we go. And to make dynamic on event name. So, in CSS, can you, like, concatenate variables as strings? Is that allowed? Ooh, C string concatenation CSS. Yeah, I want to do this. Oh man, I don't think you can. Oh, that's in 2013 though. Oh, interesting. CSS performs concatenation without any operator. Keep your strings in quotes, combine. Okay. Patterns, London. Can I do this? Doesn't seem to like that very much. Nope. Are you sure, Stack Overflow answer? Because I'm doing the thing you say. Huh. Var dash dash event name. Is that allowed? Oh wait, no. That's because I used single quotes inside double quotes. Yeah, you know, it's not looking like I'm allowed to do the thing that this answer is saying I can, which is kind of unfortunate because I was really hoping to. Yeah, I think this answer is wrong. Downvoted as it is incorrect. Great. All right. Love it when it's wrong. Okay. So background image, var, dash dash, pattern background. So I'm going to have to do a pattern background for each of them. Where is my color mode? How unfortunate. So what I can do, fortunately, is multi-cursor, dash dash, pattern background, URL slash pattern slash, oh shoot, I forget what it was, slash, it's just the event name, PNG. All right. So now if we go here, we should in our console have some complaints about 404 on charlotte.png, yes, because that pattern background doesn't exist. Whoa. Hello, HalfStack. And if I go to it here, is that the right one? Here we go. The Charlotte white background. Charlotte pattern, whatever. Patterns, London, and now if I upload Charlotte, okay. And it looks like that image is matchy. Is that the right one? No. Why is this? This is still the same image as the London. What's going on here? Background URL, white decorative. Wait, where does my actual pattern background? Oh, it's on the sponsors list. Oh, I was looking at the wrong one. I was looking at the wrong one. You know what, I'm gonna switch white decorative to just be the same one. Background var dash dash pattern background. There we go. White dash decorative doesn't actually need to exist because I'm just going to unify to use the same color background or the same background pattern. I A good engineer is one who gets things done with as little work as possible, among other attributes. Yay! Close enough. All right. Yeah, I'm a little drained, so I'm gonna head out now. But this was fun. Thanks all for watching. And of course, who should I raid? How many people are actually here? Oh, 5 viewers. Thanks y'all for coming. I'm going to raid a channel and let me know if there's anyone you think I should raid. Raiding just sends you all over there. 5 sub points. I don't even know what that means. Raid a channel. Alright, well, between the people that have over 100 and the person who has 13, I'm gonna go with the 13. But this was fun. Thanks for tuning in. Bye, everyone. Shout out Ryan and Honeylock for chatting. Appreciate you. Oh shoot, I hit the wrong button. That's so annoying that the button shifts around. That's a UI paper cut if you ask me. Here we go.